What's up?
So, it's your girl, the cohort.
The #1 podcast in Mombasa.
And we are back with another episode. It's our 7th episode. So how are you guys feeling? Anxious? Nervous? Relaxed? The first episode was where? Watch out. You never know it is serious until the camera is on front of you.
True.
Yeah, you never know it's that serious up until you start seeing how things happening. But so far so good.
Yeah, for me today is so relaxing.
Today's so relaxing.
Yeah.
Compared to the first day.
Yeah, compared to the first day.
I feel the same way. I feel so relaxed. I feel like I'm getting more used to this. Yeah, it's kind of life. Yeah, it's kind of life. I'm always looking forward for Fridays.
Fridays are for shooting.
Yeah, guys, we do our podcast on Friday. That's when most of us are actually free. We do the shooting on Friday, and on Monday, that's when we drop our videos on YouTube, our audios on Spotify. So always look out for our episodes on Monday. Yeah. So how has your week been, Anita? My week, marvelous. I had a lovely weekend. Oh my god, I really had a lovely weekend. I got to grace it's called Onagi.
What's that?
Yeah, I know. It's catchy. Yeah. Prince Inda. It was a nice event. It took place at the Reef Hotel, Moonshine Club to be specific. Ilikuwa packed. Yani guys were many. Where Wajaluo wako wengi Mombasa. We are in our community. I tell you.
But Wajaluo wako wengi, true. Like the whole of Bombolulu, uko Jomvu. What inakuwa mostly ni Wajaluo.
Imagine it was packed. Yani there were so many people. The VIP section was full. The regular section was full. And now comes the best part. The artist was mashallah. He gave his all. That guy performed for 2 hours straight.
Wow.
Live performance. Yes, live performance.
That's value for money.
Akastop for like 15 minutes, went, akarelax, akarudi tena for another 2 hours. And it was lovely.
Like ukitoka, you felt like, I paid and
it was it was just you saying like, now I'm tired, I need to go home and rest. But he went on. We left at around 3:30 in the morning, and he was still performing. Yeah, that's okay. That's a good performance, and I think most of the musicians in Kenya don't give us that. Like they just come there, give us 2 songs that we know, and they have a DJ at the back who is just doing his thing. But I think we need to be more authentic and give us live music. Yeah. Don't come to the stage for 30 minutes and disappear. And people have paid like 2,000 to watch, 1,000 and that. This guy, we went in at around 10:30. He was performing. We left at 3. He was performing. At 10:30? Yes. Wasanii wa Kenya wanaingia saa 7 usiku.
But alichoka.
Obviously. But he was being paid good money. He was being paid good money. And I'm telling you, the crowd was marvelous. Yeah. Something that I really loved about that event, there was everyone. There was the teenager, there was the 20-year-old, there was the 25, there was the 50-year-old,
It was not
there was the 60-year-old.
It was all inclusive.
It was all inclusive. Like I saw someone who could have been my grandma, I saw someone who could have been my mom, and they were all enjoying. That was nice.
Event.
It was just like a family thing. Yeah, it was like a family thing. Like, you know what? We don't know each other, but the fact that we are Lu and we enjoy this artist, we now know each other. That was nice. It was a really nice experience. You guys should actually come out and support your artist, and also our artist. Msi perform for 20 minutes. Yeah, sure. So for me, my week has been my week has been slow. It has been busy. I was just looking forward for Friday to just unwind and just rest. It's called adulting. Yani, it's hitting hard.
For the first time.
It's hitting hard. We're not jealous. We're not. I'm jealous of Anita.
You know what
I'm jealous of Anita.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah. She was having
That is adulting.
When we were adulting. Welcome to the club.
I'm back to reality. Nipanguzieni kiti, President Kingston is back. And you know how we do it. I go hard.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We had envied you for a long time.
I'm back.
Sisi alam yotusumbua.
Even me.
Sawa. Hey. So my week has been really thoughtful. Did you see that lady?
Yeah,
when she was talking to their governor for lying to them. Yeah. So since that episode, I've really been thinking. I think the youth have just decided to just come up and speak their mind, which is a very good thing. Another thing that I was really thoughtful about this week is like, you heard that they are no longer going to give help loans to like everyone, like the way it used to be before. No, they have to categorize you as you less vulnerable, very vulnerable.
And how are they going to verify that?
That is the question now.
And that is why that lady was talking. Yani she was
very
speaking
bitter.
like, the truth is that these people are taking their children to the best university. They don't care about the rest.
So right now, it's not like before that you are going to apply, then get your loan, go to school, hapana.
Do you know, I was shocked to find out that it's only 3% of Kenyans who are earning more than 50,000 a month.
Yes!
3%
a
month. 3%.
There was that report by one of the local channels.
Yeah,
yes.
3%.
Wow. And so you can imagine whatever the government is taking in terms of tax is from the 3%.
Imagine.
It's mad.
97% is earning less than 50,000. And tell me, this economy, even with 50,000, what are you able to do?
So this 97%, it includes the Juakali industry.
Yes.
Wow.
Because they're earning less than 50,000 a month.
No.
That report was actually out, and to be honest, wengi sisi ndo twabeba economy.
Yeah, sure.
Mimi kile iliniuma ni hiyo kitu ya kutoa help. I can imagine how many people they went back to school because of free education. So right now they are going to the university. Then later on you'll just classify this person as less vulnerable. So they need to pay like 50% of their university fee. So inamaanisha watoto wa maskini most hawataenda shule.
To add on that, actually it's not happening in Kenya only. Yesterday I was watching Al Jazeera, and it's also happening in Sri Lanka. Yeah, in Sri Lanka the government has also said the same. They are removing all the funds that they were giving to university students. So right now you have to pay for your fee, and if they actually pay for you, it's the same thing. You have to be in a certain category of people for them to actually fund your education. So pia Sri Lanka kulikuwa na hizo demonstrations jana for the university kids regarding your story of school funding. At the end of the day, you come and realize most of the people from now henceforth hawataenda campus.
Very true, especially in Kenya.
And at some point maybe they're trying to reduce the number of unemployed graduates.
Because we have a lot of them.
Yeah.
And that
For me, that is not fair.
It's not, because
not fair.
I believe not most of them are not going to university. They'll not be going to university because they don't have the finances to take them to university. So it's going to be like, it's only for the rich, the people who are able to pay for themselves. If your parent is not able to pay for you, because most of the people we know, help them as idea.
But also it can also be a way of bringing back people to do more of labor, more of agriculture, more of artisan kind of work. Because to be honest, most of the people are actually going to university to get white collar jobs. So you find that we are out here, we are flooded in this job market, yet if half of us would go back to agriculture, it will actually help us as a country and also grow our economy. So it has a positive impact of it, and it also has a negative impact. Imagine we have people who've gone to university, tuwapeleke mashambani. What can they do?
They can do something.
And at the end of and at the end of the day, itatusaidia as a country, as a community, and in the economy. So it has some benefits and also has cons.
Anita, back to reality, don't you think that even if most of them are going back, is the government buying the same food at a good price from those farmers? Because I know some people who come out of Kenya just to go to maybe Canada to go and do farming, but it's paying them off well. But is our government able to pay us in a way that even if someone is doing farming, it's rewarding?
You know, my problem is when it comes to how they categorize, how they are going to give you the fund, you must be very vulnerable.
Very vulnerable.
But what will happen, we know Kenya with our corruption. They will take it back to the office ya CDF. Sijui they take it back mzee wa mtando anajua watu wake.
Ama lazima uungane ndo mali yako inunuliwe.
Sindio? So it will happen, that person who needs that help will not get it.
Sure.
For me, yes, maybe it's a way of creating, asking people to go back to the artisan jobs, but no, I think everyone should be given that opportunity to go to the university, then decide, I want to do farming. Go back and do your farming. Yeah, maybe you may not get your work in Kenya, but you can try elsewhere. You can go to another country. I know very many people who have gone to Rwanda, they have gone to Tanzania, and they are doing good jobs. So just imagine, because they could not afford the university fee, so that opportunity will not be open to them. I've really had a thoughtful week.
They could touch.
Asana.
You are reflecting from inside. That's nice.
Sana.
But even in touch, if the shoe fits you, it's inakufinya at some point. If you've been a place where you know you can't be able to afford that, kuna venye huwa it feels home. Yani unajua like there's someone who's going to miss out this opportunity because.
Yeah, you just said the truth. Different people, they will interact with this information differently. Depending to how did you go to school. That is how you start to view what they were saying. If it's help that helped you go to school, you'll be bitter.
You'll be bitter. Actually, so right now that the fee is going up to 300k in an year.
Yes.
Yeah, something that was being paid for 60k in a year. Saying that 300k. Miskia medicine is 600k in a year.
Yeah, it has always been that way, but because there's this government subsidies, you know, the government pays like most of your school fees. But right now, if they don't categorize you as very vulnerable, you will have to pay a percentage. As I just tell me, ulifanywa mchango kwenda high school, then you work very hard, get your A, then just someone says that you are not very vulnerable, then you can't go to this university with your A because your parents cannot afford the school fees. Alafu niambe you go back and do farming.
Alafu mtoto wa MCA anaenda hiyo university kwa sababu yeye babake amesema yeye ni vulnerable.
Not even that way. Hata mwenye hakupata hiyo grade because the parents can afford, analipa anaenda. Not fair. What is our topic for the day?
Our topic for the day, drums rolling, independence, adulting, something close to that, maturing up, getting out of the comfort zone, being an adult, being in your 20s, early 30s, just learning how to balance independence, moving away from depending from your parents and all that, and managing how to maneuver in this tough, harsh, beautiful, enjoyable times.
And you still have to be parents and take the children to school.
Okay. So we were actually seeing that us being adults right now comes with a lot of independence, considering that some of us have moved from one town to another to work, some have worked in other different countries, you know. It brings about a lot of independence and brings about a lot of decision making, a lot of thoughtfulness, you know, knowing how to go about so many things in life on your own.
You need to make sure you're safe. No one
need to
take
make sure
care of you.
Well, I was just having a conversation with my dad, I think 2 days ago, and I was telling him, I've never called you to tell you that I'm arrested. I've never done that like that. You know what? I'm arrested. I was jailed. I'm in cell.
Have you ever been arrested?
No.
Honestly.
Have you?
No. I've never.
No, I've never. So I was just telling him, me being far away from home and I've never called you in case of issues like this and this and that shows that I'm very independent, I know how to take care of myself far away from home. Have you ever been in a scenario whereby mtu anapigia budake at 10 a.m. your dad unajua nini?
I wouldn't call even me.
Mimi nishaipigiwa simu.
Ushawahi?
Mimi nimeshikwa bwana, ambia mzazi ukuja wanitoe. Basi.
Okay, me,
So I'm
for me,
like-
my younger sibling would call me. She has called me. Like, oh, sijui come in the house party, you know. Yani, but for me, I think I always fix my things. Like, I've never found myself in trouble. Like, hata kujipata nimeshikwa na polisi, never. I don't think so.
And it's not that you can't.
It's not that
And
I
even
can't.
if you found yourself in that situation,
Mhm.
you know how to come out
To
of
come
it.
out,
Yeah?
to find a way.
That is now independence. That is now independence. Because at the end of the day, you know what to do, when to do, so that you don't get yourself in trouble. So that is all about independence in terms of being mature, knowing what to do, when to do, and also comes about security.
Yeah, sure. Even when you're moving into somewhere, when you're moving into a new neighborhood, and you don't have your people, so people always look out for security number one.
Like unauliza geti yafungwa. Mwisho mtu kuingia ingia saa ngapi?
Yeah, maybe you love to know your neighbor. Hapa hii kelele nasikia hapa, what is happening? Yes.
But guys, for me it's different. I'm still okay. I see my parents more often.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, for you guys, your parents are like far. Like me, every other day, if I want to see my mama, I will see her.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky you, sister.
You're lucky.
Lucky, yeah.
But at times I always think, okay, adulting comes with so much. But at times I always see like some people, they take it so serious to an extent that the kind of character that they have, we can call them a loner. For example, can you go for hiking alone? Like alone, you're not even going with a crowd. Like,
tunaenda kwenda tu
imagine
mwenyewe nikifa kule niliona simba,
so
nani ataambia babangu?
That is adulting, or that is being alone.
Okay, for me, I would say I will do some things alone.
No,
but
things.
I will make sure people know my location and people know I'm going to.
No, I've just given a good
Hiking.
example. I can go swimming alone. Can you go for hiking alone?
No.
Like
The fun part
Have a guard.
No, the fun part about hiking is doing it with people.
with the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can say so much about being alone. doing
Okay, and I
things
think there's some people. I think there's
independently,
some people who take adulting and
Too
serious.
serious.
Like hata mtu mwenye amejieka, loosen up kidogo. just loosen up kidogo. Allow people to get in. Yani, as much as unakwanga na boundary and all that, like at least just loosen up. Kama watu wameamua ati they're going out, talk up here, and you don't be like self-reserved because me I'm an adult, wajua niko na majukumu, you know, everyone has all that, but you just
but
learn
at
how to
times,
balance.
maybe you have gone through things. People have really disappointed
the past
you.
experience.
Yes. So you decide you're going to do your things in your own way. I think that is knowing your space. Like, I can't bring people in because I've brought people in previously and I didn't like the outcome. Yeah.
Okay, for me, I personally, I would say I give people chances, and that's me. Like, as much as maybe there's some things that didn't work out in life, I will give another opportunity maybe to a different setting of type of people and see if it's going to work. And maybe if that doesn't work, I'll sit down and ask myself, am I the problem? Because at times you may feel that it's the crowd that is the problem, but you personally, you are the problem. So you have to reflect from inside and see, am I the problem? Am I the one who's bringing in attitude? Am I the one who's not getting along with people? What am I supposed to change to be able to mingle with other people more better?
I've heard someone say the same thing. Like, in any situation, no matter how difficult or painful the situation was, always sit back and ask yourself, how did I contribute to the situation? Yeah, maybe you did nothing, but maybe when it was time for you to leave, you did not leave.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because at times you stay and it's not changing, it's not bringing any other type of impact. So you just look out for yourself more than you're looking out for others. Look, maybe I should step one step back.
Yeah, I think I've learned also from this. Yeah, I have like that. In a situation, in any particular kind of situation, like, you need to assess what did you contribute.
Yeah.
In either positive or negative, but assess yourself, like, what did I actually contribute? Did I do my level best? Did I actually do to my capability? Did I overdo? Did I underdo? Kuna kitu kama hiyo
underdo like wenzako anapeana energy 100 wewe unapeana energy 20.
So there's a word like underdo. Ama hiyo ni yangu
aina shida wewe
that's your guys, that's my word from today. Underdo.
Overtake undertake. When ni underdo. Sawa.
So I think in adulting we should really learn how to make decisions. A good decision I think is when to quit. If it's your job, if it's your relationship, if it's friendship, if it's family, you should know when to quit. You should know when to say no.
You should know when to take a little bit step back. Because sometimes you can't quit family, you can't quit the people around us, but you just kama ni watu mlikuwa mnahang out more, you start kidogo unapunguza because it's for your own safety. It's for your own. Do you know mental health is the most expensive thing to treat? Indeed. And it's the mental health, it's the most expensive right currently. And if you're not able to look out for your mental health,
and I like that the question this lady from Wasindishu actually imposed on the governor. Do you know any drug that treats mental health? Antidepressants.
Personally, I don't.
Personally, also I don't.
No, I don't.
And also, do you know how much they are?
They are expensive.
I wouldn't want to be in a situation whereby I'm taking those drugs, but I would like to know how is it treated? How do you deal with mental health? Apart from ile tunaambiwanga meditation, taking some time out.
And you should know that number one, therapy. With antidepressants, you have to go for therapy. You have to take the medication because some people get to an extent of self-harm. So you have to take this pill so that you're able to control your emotions. And how is this affected? It's your mind that is affected. But it's not your body. It's your mind that is affected.
And you know the mind is the whole body.
It's your whole body. It's your whole system. So
it's
your mind is
to an extent. You know these small things that we call depression. These are not even depression, by the way. How does it even get to an extent that you can't handle your feelings, you can't handle anything until you start taking antidepressants?
It's because you didn't, and that's why there's therapy. Therapy, there's someone you're talking out to. You know, the more you share, the more you're relieving something in your body. And you see this, it's like sort of a therapy. You're bringing out something in you. So these people, and it happens mostly abroad. Do you know why? Abroad people go to work, they go home, they're alone, they don't have partners. You know, in Africa we are family set. We are family set up. Those people are loners. So it eats you up. It eats you up like you have no one to talk to. You have no one to talk to. You're insecure of the people around you. So you end up overthinking, and overthinking affects your brain.
So even the communal way of living is helpful.
And then you can imagine someone is working in a corporate world where you're not using a lot of your strength, you're using a lot of your mind to think, you're giving in a lot of energy from your mind. Sasa ukitoka hapo uko peke yako, you have no one to talk to. It's just work, maybe you don't have a girlfriend, you're just a loner. So that's why it comes in. So sisi Africans, okay, I'm sorry to say, but kidogo haitu affect sana.
Kuna watu wanakunywa antidepressants. I used to have a friend who was a doctor because I think they are very expensive to afford them. So he used to take them from the hospital and gives it to this particular person. Then mtu wako sawa, like if you take the drugs, everything is okay. You won't even know that they are on medication for mental health.
Dependency on this drug.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And that's why it becomes actually
the way
drug addiction.
I think it's a disease like any other. Maybe with time you can do without.
And that's why most of the people like go for therapy. They after therapy they're taking the medication, and then slowly the medication I think it changes. You're doing something that is horrifying. Kama wewe labda unazalishanga, I'm sorry to say, you're a doctor, ama yani uko kwa career yenye huko unataka ulilazimishwa, ama unafanya kwa mortgage na upendi tena kuna nini unashinda na maiti hapo.
No comment.
sipendi. Pardon me, this one got me off guard. Like
you didn't see it coming.
Zimekuja like like hey, what's up?
Okay, so
Okay, another thing I'm thinking, it's about planning. One thing of planning is planning your life, how you want things to turn out. That's very important. And giving yourself deadlines
yeah.
as an adult, yeah. Like the way Anita you were saying, if you think about a business, so you need to give yourself a deadline, like hii biashara ni mpaka lini nitakuwa implement, because you will end up planning, having the ideas, but implementation at zero. Yeah.
In terms of planning, I would say that personally I do a lot of planning, and I do evaluations quarterly. Yeah, like I have plans for like the first 4 months of the year. I do this, the next 4 months, the next 4 months. So I believe in a lot of planning. Even before I have to go and do groceries, I have to plan, like how much am I going to spend, how much am I going to spend on this, on that. So yeah, planning is very important for us as adults right now, because if you don't plan, you will just utakuwa tu. And there's nothing as pathetic as just living. Personally, I hate when people say that niko tu ni nini. I mean, what does that mean? Ati mi niko poa, niko tu. Okay, hold up, what does that mean? So I feel like planning is very important. It helps you to differentiate this from that. You know, when you actually say hi to someone, like, hey, sasa, niko poa sana, unaendeleaje, niko poa, nini, and then you call another person or talk to another person who says, niko poa, niko tu. You know, conversation ends at niko tu. Ama niko poa pia. Conversation ends there. And maybe it does not go further because this particular person does not have much to say. And maybe it does not have much to say because maybe they don't have a plan laid out. If you have a plan laid out, you work towards something, you have something to talk about. You see, like us here, this was supposed to happen last year, right? Yeah, it was supposed to happen from last year actually, but because we did not have the proper plan, and then we came and sat down and decided, you know what, we are going to do this. Whether we have it, we don't have, we are going to do this. And look at us right now. So planning is very important. It's very important.
For me, I feel like planning is truly important. I also try and plan myself. Like I plan, if this week I'm going to do this, I want to do this. And planning in terms of, I plan and with also my finances. If I'm looking forward to do something for myself, I make sure that I'm working hard toward making sure that I'm achieving that goal. Like I plan, I want to buy myself something, and I want to do something. Like I make sure that I'm working hard in savings, because planning includes savings, right? In finances. So I save and make sure that I'm sticking to my plan. Like if I'm using 50 bob, it's just 50 bob. So planning is very important.
But you don't look like using 50 bob.
You don't.
So please stop lying.
Stop lying.
I'm not lying. What?
Okay, it's just an example.
You say 100. You don't look like 50 bob.
Hapana, kwa boda, like kama transport yangu ni 50 bob to that place. Like najua kila siku natumianga 50 bob.
You look good for 50 bob. Say amen.
Say amen. It's a compliment.
Okay, amen. I okay, not 50 bob. It's just an like maybe 10,000. I'm using 10,000. I didn't want to make that.
10,000.
I didn't want to make. I don't want to make.
So look
starting at the 10,000 or the 50,000.
I'm at the 50,000.
You don't really need to fight about that. So on the same, another thing is lifestyle maintenance. As an adult, man, lifestyle maintenance. Akiongea 50 yake, nikiongea 100 yangu. Kila mtu ana lifestyle yake.
And do you know your circle can influence your lifestyle in either a good way
or a bad way?
True.
Hey.
Especially if you're the kind of person who always wants to fit in. It will really cause
Sure, it will.
And I think that is very important with our topic today. It comes about knowing when to quit, and also knowing when to say no, or when it's enough. I think it's actually supposed to be knowing to say no and enough. Like, you know what, that's enough.
That's enough.
Me. Like no, because you might have a circle. I want to go out every other weekend. You want to sleep every other weekend. You want to go out and sleep all at the same time, but at one particular point you'll have to tell me, you know what, Anita, I cannot manage your lifestyle because my energy and your energy maybe don't match. My priorities, your priorities don't match at all.
You have a type of circle, you want to go for lunch that your budget is maybe 1,000, but they want to go for lunch and their budget is 10,000, and you always have to chip in, and you're fixed with your budget. So you always have to go extra mile to give. You're trying to fit
But I think this is where you should, as an adult, you should know where to choose your friends. You should know how to choose your friends. There's no problem having friends who are in a different social class or who are financially better than you, but you should always know how to communicate to them. They should understand. See, it's not lazima uko na mabeshte if you're working the same place, the same salary scale. No, you can have people who are earning more than you, but they understand.
But the understanding also comes by me explaining myself. Because I cannot just wake up and tell you guys, you know what, I was there when you were making plans, I was there when you were making reservations, and then siku ya mwisho yenye labda mnafaa kwenda ama tunafaa kwenda hiyo trip ndo nakwambia, you know what, I don't have money. But you've been there all through this process. So let's say from day one, so that we know if you're chipping in for you or if you cannot manage to.
But at times, I think, especially if you're with someone who is earning less than you are, or you just know like their financial situation, while you're planning, don't generalize. Like, we just decided. No, listen, we decided we are going to Malindi, we are going to live in this and this cottage and this, and you know very well this person is really struggling financially. It's good to say we are going to Malindi. Grace, are you okay with the idea? Like, don't call the person that you know they can't afford. No, ask everyone. Munyiva, are you okay with the idea? Okay. So we are going there. The budget is at 50,000. Grace, can you afford this 50,000? So that you might be saying this person, they never communicated. Yes. Did you even give them a chance to? You are just like, we are going to Malindi. Yeah. Pesa ngapi? 100,000. Sawa. So me with my 20,000, did you even give me a chance to say, mimi sina 100,000, niko na 20? And the good thing is, I know in your circle, you always know who is struggling.
Yeah, people always know.
You always know. So at times you plan these things so that this person cannot come. Then later on you just go and start talking about them like, that is something that women do very many times. Which is very
to bring
wrong.
Others down.
Which is very wrong.
I'm at the competition of there's always sort of a competition. Me, I'm living the good lifestyle. Me, I'm doing this better than you. There's that competition that most of the women have, which it's not healthy.
It's not.
If you are a matured person and you know whatever you want, you always have to accommodate the people around you.
True. On the saying no, I remember there was a time a friend of ours invited us. We were to go somewhere. I don't want to give the story. Then Anita was like, no, me, I can't. So me, I went. Then Anita was like, Grace, I think it's time you start learning how to say no. Okay, I could not say no, but maybe I came to say no. Later.
But one thing I've learned about Anita is like she knows how to say no. She knows how. Anita, you know how to communicate on your boundaries.
Okay, so I'm teaching you guys.
How do you even say no?
Anita will tell you, I didn't like the way you talked to me yesterday. Like there was a time in the office, I told Anita something the previous day, and me, I was just joking from a joking perspective. The next day, Anita came in the morning. She was serious, and then she looked at me. She told me, Muniva, I didn't like the way you talked to me yesterday. And I love that about Anita because I hate the fact that there's some women who are around you and they don't have the balls to come and tell you like, you did this and this and this and I didn't like it. Watakuvimbia miezi miwili and you're not talking.
Mwenzangu nakwambia hapo tomalizana. Kama utakuvimba, vimba. Kama utakachoendelea kuongea,
tongea.
Ajai kuambia ukiongea kwamba Grace, be nice. Be nice. So you just know you are overstepping.
You try and be nice like in a way. Sometimes ni vizuri ku set up your boundaries like kusema.
And I think that is important. Actually, I have come to learn that. I did not know how to do that. Honestly, I used to have people would walk over me, people would talk at me badly, but I'd be like, start to story mob. But all through life, I think I have learned how to defend myself. See, as I have said, the people who've lived in different countries, I'm also someone who's lived in a different country, in a different town. And one thing I've got to learn what to do, mostly with women, learn how to say no, and learn how to say, it's enough, don't do that. That's just wrong. Today when we were coming home, there's a lady who was doing something, you noticed? Like, and my mind was like, I just looked at her and I said, please stop. Like she was doing it at the back of my ear and I was like, no, please just stop. Stop. Because it's irritating me. But me like 3 or 4 years back would have been like, acha tu ningoje tu nishuke tafika.
And do you know that is maturity?
Do you know Zeka?
No, I'm not saying you're Zeka, but it's maturity. You're at a point where it's like anything in life, you will learn how to say no. Like you can't overstep me. Like bro, like just stop. Like nakwambia tu ina good way, like wewe nakwambia tu kweli wewe hapo you're crossing the line.
And it has also helped at times when someone is hitting on you and you know very well hakuna mali mtapelekana. So the best thing is, bro, let me just be honest. Like bro, you know, me you see you as brother. Me you no place. Me you let us just keep a good friendship. Tusidanganyane tena tukosane, but we have something good as friends. So let's not ruin that for something that will not actually last.
So most of the men wanakwanga na hiyo, and you know, for you, you know it can't work out. So hakuna haja like bro, mwanzo wa vijana wadogo sijui anatoa ngapi nguvu yako.
But no, it is, but also say it in a nice way.
I know. Say it in a nice way, like, oh, how old are you? I'm 26 years old.
Oh
my God.
No, that is not nice for
How
me.
do you say it?
Don't ask the age. Don't ask the age.
So
You
how
know,
do
that
you
is like I'm dismissing you because you are young.
Yeah.
You are the person who always say you give people chances, you give them
Say listen to them. Say listen to them, and then after that, sasa susha niambia like, okay, it's not a big deal. Like usha niambia, I'll tell you like, hey manze, me feel like
you're too
young.
young.
You're too young for me.
No,
Not you're
I
a good
don't know.
person. You're a good. There are people who hata imemtake time before express Kenya amesema kwako like na kulike, yani imemtake a lot of energy before kuja kwambie, si ndio? So you just tell them, not in a bad way. I think I prefer when you're friends. Yeah, we can just be friends and don't just like push them away.
My point is, before you say no, please don't ask their age. You know, when you ask their age, it's like
diminishing him.
Yeah, I don't want to be with you because you are younger. And you can meet someone who is younger and make
they're
it
nice.
Yeah. They are nice.
I know of couples that the guy is younger, the lady is older, and it's mashallah.
Don't you feel that's a topic?
We should do that,
Yeah, I feel that's a topic.
We'll do that sometime soon, and we will have guys. Yeah, so that we can have their opinion.
Yeah.
We'll have guys as well. Maybe younger guys. You never know.
Older guys or older
Same
guys.
age guys.
I'm a same age group, whichever.
I think we should have from the different categories.
Different categories,
Yeah.
So guys, I feel that has been a very good discussion. What do you guys feel?
I have loved it. It also has helped us to know ourselves.
Yeah.
It has helped us to know ourselves. I've also learned something here.
Yeah, I've also learned a couple of things of which I'm going to work on.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to implement, and I'll start implementing with you, Anita, because I've learned from you.
It's a good thing.
I don't know. You know, it might be good to me, but it might not be good to you or someone else, depending on how they take it. Yeah.
So I have loved the conversation, and I always love the conversations that we have, and I love Fridays because Fridays are for shooting.
Yeah,
Forget you are very busy week.
Yani, you just always come here to unwind.
Yeah. And guys, normalize talking to your friends, normalize talking about what is happening in life, and also normalize listening to our podcast.
Because we are the #1 podcast in
Mombasa. And also we talk about so many things that are going on in life, and from us you can learn and also share your views. We have our social media handles, the Cohorts podcast on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, Spotify, Google Podcast, Wapi. We are all over. So get us anywhere you can.
In one word, we say anywhere where you find your podcast.
Yes. You can subscribe on our YouTube channel too.
Yes, on YouTube we are the Cohorts.
So you can find me on my socials as Muniva Daniel.
My name is Abigail Anita on all my social media handles.
Ngandaki Soro on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, so we are saying bye bye.
Adios.
See you next week, guys.